My name is Aman, and this summer I had the privilege of working with Ismail on an exciting project called PlayerGaugeAI. This project is focused on predicting NBA players' salaries using player performance data. And the goal was to look at a variety of in-game statistics and see if we could accurately estimate what a player's salary might be and compare it with their current NBA salary. By doing so, we can see if players are performing up to target performance, above performance, or below their expected performance. By predicting these salaries, I used a machine learning approach. To do this, I used an XGBoost machine learning model trained on a data set of players' stats and salaries, and I experimented with different feature combinations and evaluation metrics to improve performance. After fitting a model and training it and testing it, I identified that the three features that were most important in predicting salaries were free throws made, followed by field goals attempted, followed by the points scored. These three features had the strongest impact on predicting salary predictions. And once these predictions were generated, I was able to integrate these salaries back into the database. And now that I had this database that I had originally web scraped to get all these player statistics for the full season and the new prediction features, I was able to have a complete database that was ready for a React JavaScript web application. And this app allows for easy comparisons and insights through interactive charts and dashboards. So to summarize, this project composed machine learning, followed by data integration and front-end visualization to create a tool to help us better understand how player performance translates into salaries. So basically what happens is the question is sent to Mistral AI, which converts it to a SQL query based on my NBA player data schema database. And the query then runs on the Postgres database that I have, and the results are then sent back to Mistral to be summarized into a plain natural language answer. And the result is, as you can see, a clear conversational response. But you can ask other questions as well, like what would the predicted salary for, we can say, Trae Young be this season? And it's able to respond basically on any question that has the data for throughout the database. It does not use any other external sources for this response. So that is the chatbot section. The next section is the player section. So basically it highlights a featured player. So today's featured player is Dun Bradstreet, and you can see his stats, everything from his bio to his estimated salary. And you can see that his official salary for this season is $24.96 million, whereas his estimated salary is $28.2 million. And it indicates there's a positive increase in player performance for the season for him. Besides the featured player, you can look up any player. So we can look up a player like Kyrie Irving. And we can see his bio and his salary change. And in this case, it indicates that he's playing up to target with his salary. We can also look at team insights. We can look at all 30 of these teams and see their active roster. All these players are ranked by player salary, their estimated salary, and you can see the player salary changes for every team in the NBA in a scrollable view. So in this tool, fans can quickly check if their team's roster is overpaying or getting bargains for their team. And you can also see the estimated team salary by combining the top 13 players on the team, 13 because that is the active roster number. I've also added some analytics dashboards. By leveraging a tool called Plotly, I've been able to create these interactive charts. So here you have the player predicted salary by team. So all the teams in the NBA, every single dot indicates a player on the team, and you can see yellow indicates they're playing up to par, red below, and green above par. So you can see there are certain teams where the players are all playing up to par or above, and there's other teams where there are more players in the red region. We can also look at the active player performance by free throws made, and free throws made was a feature that had the highest feature importance. And you can see that as the free throws made increases, you can see less and less players that are playing below target value. Likewise, field goals attempted, which was the second most important feature with regards to predicting player salary, you see a similar trend. And likewise, as we expect, points. The same correlation, where as the number of points increases, we see players playing their predicted salary being up to par. And you can see the increase in salary as well. So additionally, I have team analysis. So here we have the top 5 wealthiest teams based off of total player salary for the 13 active players on each team. And you can see that the Suns, followed by Minnesota Timberwolves, the New York Knicks, the Denver Nuggets, and the Boston Celtics, these are the top 5 wealthiest teams. Now, 4 of these teams were in the playoffs this year, but the number 1 wealthiest team was not. And we can see here that this team, Phoenix, according to the model, should have the most potential, considering that their roster equates to the players with very good salaries. But they were underperforming this year. Likewise, we can see the poorest teams. We can see that 2 of these teams were at the very bottom of the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards this season. Whereas the Golden State Warriors, you might not expect them to be here as part of the top 5 poorest teams, but this could indicate that their roster is very, very much top heavy, where their starting lineup could be playing very, very well, but the remaining of the team might not be as strong as some of the other teams in the NBA. So this demo just quickly shows how PlayerGaugeAI takes raw NBA data, runs it through AI and machine learning models, and delivers insights that are interactive, explainable, and accessible. This has been a very fun project that I plan to continue to improve throughout the years to come. But it's not just for analysts, but it's for everyday fans that enjoy the game. So thank you.